Amongst the millions of species that live on this planet, humans are the only known species to live the most unnatural lives. Human lifestyles have created modern societies based on crime, sexual violence, and man-animal conflict. Is it not better then, for such societies to perish in pandemics, than thrive? Many modern thinkers have proclaimed a wave of extinction taking place on Earth now, just like the one that wiped out dinosaurs. What is clearly disturbing is that they believe there is really no way out. Is coronavirus pandemic a natural culmination of these man-made symbols of civilization and higher will? Let us take a peek into the worldly wisdom of Ayurveda and yoga. India harnessed the strengths of both these ancient systems to combat the pandemic. Ayurveda is a wonderful universal system of healing. Yoga is also a universal system to help humans live in harmony with nature. Humans have for some time now forgotten to live in harmony with nature. The respiratory mechanism of modern humans is already under threat. Emissions from usage of fossil fuels and poor quality of air are sufficient to cause serious breathing disorders. To this we can add poor lifestyle and diet that can be easily linked to common diseases like diabetes, hypertension, anxiety, insomnia, vitamin deficiency, bone degeneration, emotional distress and much more. The coronavirus pandemic points out very clearly to Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection. Natural selection is, in other words, survival of the fittest in a given environment. Survival is then just being one of many. Let's say it is a question of class versus mass, inclusivity versus exclusivity. Ironically, it became a tale of survival of the oldest and the luckiest. As coronavirus cases intensified around the globe, I used the initial days of the lockdown effectively to study about the virus. And very soon I came up with the coronavirus color therapy protocol. Color therapy is a simple therapy which banks on the functions of enkephalins to become effective in the human body. My therapy could be very easily applied on the hands with the help of sketch pens. Color therapy worked as an effective countermeasure for me, as it was easy to apply and patients in early stages did not need to expose themselves to others for primary treatment. I noticed that as soon as I applied the colors I could breathe easier. Coincidentally, Indian government adopted color marking of zones to easily identify and segregate high-risk and low-risk areas. For months I battled loneliness, depression, bankruptcy, idleness, ignorance, wastage, insensitivity, and hopelessly watched as the world around me crumbled into pieces, bit by bit. Scientists announced a mutation in the coronavirus around mid-August. It was back to work for me. I wrote a more detailed paper to accommodate the impact of the mutated virus in the human body. This too I sent to the Health Minister of India and related offices. Between March and August I came down with the sniffles many times. In October I came down with more serious symptoms. They vanished in 15 minutes with the application of magnets in the combination I'd figured. To me it seems like humanity is a science experiment that blew up in God's face. Will the coronavirus pandemic suffice for humanity to change its ways?
जय जय भारत जागे, जय जय भारत जागे। अपना भारत सपनों का जहां, अपना भारत इस दुनिया की शान। मीठे बोले हम इस धरती की कसम, सच्चा बोले हम बड़े हिम्मत हर कदम। अपनी इज्जत है माँ और बेटियां, अपनी ताकत समझेगी ये दुनिया। स्वच्छ हो हर सोच अपनी, हर दिल में हो दया। प्रकृति हो शान अपनी, वन जंगल और नदिया। झुम 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 ताना ना, झुम 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 ताना ना ना। ईश्वर और रब मांगता है ईमान, जो भी हो मजहब है हम सब एक समान। बहती रहे हवाएं खुशहाली की, गांव गांव शहर शहर बरसे निर्मल पानी। हर साल लाए उम्मीद की नई लहर। सबसे प्यारा अपना जहान, ये देश है अपनी पहचान। चलो मिलकर बनाए हिंदुस्तान। तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, जय जय भारत जागे, जागे भारत जय जय भारत, जागे भारत जय जय भारत, जय जय भारत जागे, जय जय भारत जागे।